Hi, good morning. Or it's afternoon. Am I audible? Because I'm not wearing a mic. Okay, fine. Have you ever wondered why an elephant cannot fly? Anyone? For simple reason. Elephant doesn't have wings, right? Can I ask you some more questions? Can we teach a fish to climb up a tree? Can we teach a camel to swim in water? We can't do any of these things, right? Do you all wear same size t-shirts? And what is the answer to all these questions? Negative, right? And what is the reason? Very simple reason. We all are different. We all are different. We all are unique identities. We all are God's own masterpieces, right? When we all are so different, in so many ways, our strengths, our weaknesses, our DNA, genes, likes, dislikes, I mean the list goes on. If I start telling you how different we are, I'll take hours on that only. We are so different. Then why do we have same education system for all? Have you ever wondered? When we are all so different, why do you have the same education system for all? Now let's examine this. In India, what happens? That what is good for one child is considered good for another child, right? And they all are taught in the similar manner. They all are taught the same curriculum, exactly in the same manner. They are made to memorize all the chapters. Then they are evaluated similar way. And worst of all, they all are expected to have high scores. Isn't it obnoxious? What a system we are living in. When we are so different, why are we expected to get educated and get evaluated in the same way? Now, how we all are different? How many students are there in the audience? Can you raise the hand, please? Okay. So, how many of you know what is your learning style? You have been studying, you have done your schooling, now you're in college. How many of you know what is your learning style? Can you raise the hands, please? Only one. I'm shocked. I'm really shocked. All children have different learning styles. They have different likes, they have dislikes, they have different interests. And what are the learning styles? Some of them are visuals, some are auditory, and some are kinesthetics. And detailing of it I can't give in this talk because that will take another TEDx talk to give details of all the kind of learning. But I'm really shocked that none of you knows your learning style. This happened because, why this happened? Because your teachers never bothered to find out what is your learning style. And you also never bothered to find out your learning style. You all are going in the same direction, just memorizing the thing, learning. I mean, isn't it a very, I don't know what to say. Okay. Now coming to next point. What should we do to change the education system? What has to be done? We need to, since we all are different, we all can't wear same size t-shirts. What we need to do is, we need to individualize education. We need to personalize education. We need to have education which has meaning for one and for all. Right? Does it make sense to you? Okay. Now, how can we do it? We do not need any rocket science to do it. We do not need any huge infrastructure to do it. We do not need huge investments to do it. All we need is two simple steps. We just need two simple steps to change the education system. The first step would be to do away with the teachers who just believe in passing information. Hello, this is Google generation. They have enough information on the internet. So we don't want teachers who just pass the information. What we actually want is the passionate educators who can transform each and every child and take the best out of him, right? We just need passionate educators. We need rockstar teachers who make education a joyride for each and everyone. Now, having said that, once you have passion in something, everything becomes possible. Passion is the energy to make impossible possible. So we start from having passionate educators. Moving on to next step, step 2. We just have to take 2 steps, nothing else, and we change the whole education system. As per me. Step 2. Step 2 is that we already have so many teaching learning strategies which are available in various progressive schools in India and other countries. All we have to do is LNP modeling. LNP modeling means we have to recreate that excellent system. We have to copy what they are doing, what makes them successful, and we have to bring it here. That is called LNP modeling. So we start with passionate educators, and then we go to LNP modeling where we recreate excellence. These are the 2 steps we have to take. Okay, now let me introduce myself. So it's late. I am been associated with this amazing field of education for past many years. I have been a teacher, a learner, a mother, a social worker, an entrepreneur, a consultant, LNP practitioner. I have worn almost all hats as an educationist, and I thoroughly enjoy this journey. I mean, it gives me huge satisfaction. So, as an educationist, during this journey, I have been lucky to visit a lot of schools and universities within India and other countries. I have been to schools in Nepal, Sri Lanka, USA, UK, Singapore, Thailand, many other countries. But the system which really amazed me, which I think is worthy to be modeled here, was something which I saw in Finland. So I would be taking you to few of the classrooms which I had seen in Finland. Okay, let me start by saying what is the main key focus in Finland. What is the focus of education in Finland? Focus is not on exams and marks like we do here in India. The focus there is to make happy, honest, and responsible citizens. Don't we all need the same thing from our societies? We need to have responsible citizens. We need to have happy citizens. We need to have citizens who really enjoy education, right? So, first thing was that there the focus is not in exam and marks. Second thing which I noticed there, that all the children, they were very relaxed, happy, yet they were engaged and responsible. Why? When you say when you enjoy your work, it's no longer a work. This is one thing I could see there. It was all enjoyable, yet very fulfilling, and everybody was enjoying education. Not like here when you are forced to go to school and. So there's a lot of flexibility in the education system right there. Lot of flexibility. When I talk about flexibility, I would like to give you a few examples. Say for example, a class 2 child who is really good in maths could go and sit in class 3 maths class. He was allowed to do that. Similarly, many more students were allowed to go to some other classes. There were no rigidity that you can't go and attend. It's like making everything so fun. Similarly, they used to combine classes and have highly interactive sessions where they were forced to think about everything. I mean, there's so many nice things and which can be easily modeled here. Most of the students are allowed to go out of the classes and do their work, their experiments in the heart of nature. Like they would give a lot of preference to being around nature. So because it has been proved that nature is the best learning space. And within the classroom also, they believe in creating a lot of interesting learning spaces. Like for example, they will change the seating arrangement. They will have different kind of furniture. They will have 7-8 different learning corners. And imagine, a child is allowed to choose the corner. Isn't it interesting? So what does this flexibility do? It basically makes things interesting. It makes education, learning a joy for everyone. So this flexibility, I have been an LNP practitioner. in LNP it said that flexibility is something which can give you the results you want. Flexibility can give you the most accurate result. So one choice is better than no choice, and more choices are always the best. That is how flexibility works. Now, having said that, after flexibility, there are few classes which they do where they prepare you for life. Here, education is about taking grades and exams. How do they prepare them for life? So I'll just give you few examples of the classes which prepare them for life. So for example, there is a class which is called home economics class, in which every boy and every girl is taught to do cleaning, mopping, washing utensils. Then they also make the home budgets. Then they also know how to do the savings, how to invest their money, each and everything. Another class they have where they prepare for life is skill development. They learn carpentry, they learn metallurgy, stitching, so many interesting things. Then compulsory military training and world religion, where they are told to respect all religions, told to have compassion for people of all religions. Isn't that actually preparing for life? Isn't that what we need in everywhere in the world right now? So these are few of the examples of flexibility, and now I want to move on from flexibility and the type of education to something else. How the policies are made there, how the curriculum is implemented. Now what happens is that they do have a national board like ours, which makes the curriculum, but it only makes the curriculum. Just they make the curriculum. How it has to be implemented, the pedagogy, the methodology, the strategies, everything is decided by the teachers. They are given complete autonomy. And how do they decide it? They decide it on the basis of need of a particular child. Again, they are the teachers who support personalization and individualization in the education. Over here, what happens? I'll tell you a very interesting thing. Since till last year, we had a very nice system of evaluation which was called CCE. I don't know you know it about or not. CCE is continuous comprehensive evaluation, where the child is evaluated not just on the basis of 3 hours exam, but also on the basis of whatever his class participation is, whatever projects he or she do, all extracurricular activities, everything is included in CC. Now this year, the CBSE and HRD, they have made a rule, they have scrapped CCE, it has been totally scrapped. They have brought back the old system where we had year-end exams, which was in our time, where we have all 10 to 15, 20, I think sometimes 25 chapters to memorize. When I try to find out why this CCE has been scrapped and this year-end system has come back, which is the old-fashioned system in which the child's creativity is killed, he or she is just memorizing all the time, I came to know that this system came back because the policy makers, they think that doing away with the term and examination had made all the children relaxed. And at the time of the class 12 exam, they are not able to take stress. Can you believe it? This is the reason. They want them to take stress at the time of class 12 exam. That's why they are preparing them for stress from class 6. Which means, if I have to go through a major operation, I have to go through a series of minor operations to feel the pain. That is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, they moved few steps forward, had CCE, they were individualizing education, and now they're going backwards. Think about it, my dear friends. We absolutely need to change the education system. We need to understand the need of each and every child. The aim of the education should not be to pass information. It should be to empower, to transform each and every child and take the best out of it. The calling of the education is to understand each child as an individual. Take out his strengths. Take out its strength, then you augment it with skills and knowledge and turn it into his bigger strength. That should be the aim of education. Now, before ending, because education is a topic on which I can talk for hours and hours and hours. Like it's a passion for me. Before I end, I want you to remember a news which made the headlines in last few days. Anybody remember the news about education which made the headlines? The news said that about 15% of the examinees dropped out, exited from the exams. Have you all read this news? In UP, 10th and 12th boards are approaching, and they have an anti-cheating drive in which they have installed CCTV cameras in all the examination halls. And because of this, around 15 to 20% children, they have dropped out of the exams. Can you believe this? Why they have dropped out of the exam? Okay, what could be the reason? The reason is simple again. Because education is not an enjoyable journey for them. It is just exam and taking degree. So education should not have this aim of just having a degree. It should be enjoyable, right, for everyone. It should be something which is used to transform each and every time. So time has come, my dear friends, when we have to move from memorizing to thinking, when we have to move from passing information to innovation, when we have to move from teaching to learning. Time has come when we need to open the hearts of every child. We need to unbutton the mind of every child. The time has come, my dear friends, when we need to rediscover the heart of education. Thank you.